symbolic token of appreciation. She did all that tokenization for nada. Karma.
My favorite thing about the Nicki Minaj news cycle is that she got played. The Trump administration played directly in her face. She posted a picture of the Trump gold card and said, "Welcome." Then she posted about how her citizenship paper is on the way and she's about to become a citizen. Well, if you guys aren't familiar with the Trump Gold Card program, it is for high net worth individuals that if they invest $1 million or more into the American economy, they get this Trump Gold Card and they will be on fast track to be a permanent resident, then a citizen. Well, the White House came out and said, actually, let's pump the brakes. The gold card that Nicki Minaj got is not actually a Trump Gold Card. It's just a memento. It's a fake. So it doesn't mean anything. So she doesn't get the fast track towards citizenship. This is coming from the girl who tweeted in 2018 that she came over from Trinidad and she was alone from her mother and she doesn't want to see kids separated from her mom. And she turned that page very quickly when it was time for her to cozy up to the fascist leader who's doing the same exact thing that she said she was against. So while you want to coon up and coon down and make videos with Katie Miller,
need better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Get Cox 300 meg internet with a 2-year plan, price lock guarantee, plus equipment included.
Salakia.
Switch today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee.
I hate these ads, man.
Who needs sweatbands? Thanks to Old Spice Swagger Antiperspirant, I don't!
Careful here, Patriot Software's founder. So easy, my dog can run payroll. Send one of our payroll software.
act like you are the conservative queen. They play it in your face.
Nicki Minaj, come on up to the front. We gotta have a conversation really, really quick. And I know a lot of people, y'all say this all the time. I think this is the perfect time to say this. When you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I don't know what else to say about this. And at this point, guys, like, we gotta do a work study on Nicki Minaj's process, guys. Like, seriously, did she not do any kind of prior research to doing any of these things that she have decided to do? Do you know that you are not a part of the team? You came here illegally or undocumented or whatever the phrase y'all want to use. You came here this way. You're not a part of the good boys. That's just the reality. Like, when you talk about turning MAGA, turning the conservative movement, and we've seen this multiple different times across many different sectors of the internet, of popular culture. We've seen this with so many YouTubers happen as well. Like, this is truly an absolute embarrassment. And now she has ruined her career over this whole movement just to get a souvenir prize. Saying, oh, it's crazy. But this is going viral all over the internet. And I'm not praying on her downfall. I'm not laughing. No, I mean, we are laughing. It is hilarious. But I mean, hopefully there's a twist on this. Hopefully maybe she made some money. And I knew there was a I knew it was something, but I just could never put my finger on it. What is it? This is what it is.
So you mean to tell me that Nicki Minaj got on here telling people, well, I got my Trump card, this gold card of citizenship, and because of my great president allegedly, and da-da-da-da-da, just for the White House to come out and say, oh no, that wasn't citizenship, baby, that was a souvenir for your contribution. They said, thank you for your contribution, girl. That'll be all from you. That'll be all. And you know, what I want people to understand is that when it comes to politics, okay, politicians will use you and abuse you for what they need, and once they accomplish what they need, who are you? Who are you? You're speaking out so adamantly about this man, and he don't care about you, girl. You see how fast they cleared that up? You see how fast they cleared that up when you was talking about some, well, exactly. They said, no, let me just clear this up real quick. We don't want anybody thinking, we actually gave a woman who looks like she's of African American descent anything. Allegedly for educational purposes.
I saw all the way in the comment section, everybody saying, hey, you're not a part of the cult. You're not a part of our system. You're just here to support us and to bring us more members of what we want. But guys, this is the issue. What I saw from the very beginning is Nicki Minaj, your audience, from the point of when she started rapping to even to a couple years ago, her talking about supporting that, the right side and the conservative, specifically MAGA. I don't think she necessarily supports Republicans because hence what she saw back in the previous elections when you had President Obama. Even when Trump was running the first time, she was not a Trump fan at all. However, you are going completely against your audience. And we saw this back when Target did this. They misunderstood their audience. So now they're losing everything in terms of revenue and boycotts. And it's crazy. And at this point, who is going to be the next victim? Like we've seen this over and over and over again. And I'm doing the screen like this so you guys can see it. I know it's making this side bigger, but anyways, let's check this out.
Nicki Minaj is being called a sellout after saying she's Donald Trump's #1 fan and getting this. So Nicki attended the Trump Account Summit where she was getting real close with Trump. And what makes this even crazier, just a few weeks ago, a petition to deport Nicki Minaj was going viral with over 70,000 signatures.
Now let's not pass over that really quick, okay? Let's check it out. It says the viral petition for Nicki Minaj's deportation to Trinidad has now surpassed 13,000 signatures. It is worth noting that the 43-year-old rapper is not a citizen and entered the country illegally. So I think that was initially the play. I think that's the play on this whole move as we speak. She just wanted citizenship. So, I mean, I guess they didn't meet whatever quota that the president wanted her to meet. So then, she doesn't qualify for the whole thing. I don't know what made the deal fall through, but it is hilarious to see that, like, this whole situation. And she, all over X, all over the internet, she was dumping on everybody, talking about, oh, they need to get out of the country. ISIS is doing their job. You got homophobics, they're gay and queer and all. Like, all these crazy, insane, like, languages of that MAGA pretty much uses. And now she's pretty much just dumped her entire career. I hope she's got a good amount of savings. I hope she's got a good amount of investment because her retirement is coming very early.
Deport Nicki Minaj is going viral with over 70,000 signatures. But then, in a wild turn of events, Nicki showed off her new Trump Gold card, which can reportedly speed up the process for U.S. residency and citizenship. The card typically requires making a $1 million donation, but after praising Trump so hard,
I am probably the president's #1 fan.
he apparently gave it to her for free. Considering her old tweet on how she came into the country, some people are disappointed with Nicki saying she sold her soul, while others are saying you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, but hey, just like with anything else, it always has consequences that follow.
So Nicki Minaj tweeted, "Thanks for the feedback. The old Nicki is back." But guys, it gets so much worse, so make sure to watch the end. I'm going to show you. So originally, someone just posted with 1.9 million views, you can block her on Spotify. Don't play this artist. And people were doing this because Nicki Minaj showed up on that Trump speech and basically gave her opinion about ICE and how we need to protect Trump. And even though she didn't really touch on the entire sensitive ICE topic, right, she's still associating and promoting Trump. So obviously, everyone is mad at her. And I mean, she's probably the opposite of like conservative values. So I don't really understand. People are basically saying like that'll show her because she lost millions of listeners. I mean, it makes no sense. Like, is she trying to nuke her career? I mean, obviously, who does that? Who is literally liked by everyone and then is like, all right, yeah, let me go literally pick one side and go on speeches and promote him in front of him. Crazy. Well, apparently she's trying to drop that entire thing. So let's see how successful that is.
Yeah, that backfired heavy, and it's aging like spoiled milk. I don't even know what.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Bayath, the Davadah, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad, I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. So, as you can see here on YouTube, Nicki got played by Trump, and now she's furious. Well, you know, Eve, you continuously follow after this devil, that he continues to humiliate you, to play you. You know, we've been telling you time and time again, leave this devil alone, but you don't want to listen. All right? gonna go ahead and get some scripts, and then I'll let the video finish. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, and it's gonna be verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." Verse 11, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed, and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away." And that's true. And, you know, the word tells you not to trust this devil, but yet you still continue to do so. Okay? I don't care how humble or how nice or how sweet he speaks. This devil always has some way, shape, or form to try to get one over you. I'm gonna drop down to verse 16. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 16, and it says, "An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit." Okay, meaning he, trying to find a way to trap you, to ensnare you. "He will weep with his eyes, but he will find opportunity. He will not be satisfied with blood." And that's right. This devil always tries to find a way to, in fact, verse 17 is going to say it. "If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee." And when you look up the word undermine, when you undermine someone, that means you injure them with dishonesty or deceit. Basically, make a fool out of them. Okay, and like the title of this video, it says Nicki Minaj got played by Trump. She got played by a devil. And that's the problem with you, Eve. You have a nose. You have your nose so far up the white man's ass. You'll just. It don't matter what he tells you to do or what he gets you to think or whatever the case. You're gonna turn around and bend over for him. And you know what? Let's go back to the beginning in Genesis. Okay. Now it says here in the book of Genesis chapter 3. Genesis chapter 3, starting at verse 1, it says, "Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahweh power had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath the Most High said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman, referring to Eve, said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden." Verse 3, "But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die." Verse 4, "And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die." And you all know the story from there. So, yeah. Just like in the garden, Eve listened to the devil, listened to that serpent. Okay, she listened to that man that had that deceitful spirit. And now look at this is for you sincere Aquath that are in the know, let this be an example. Let Nicki Minaj and her stupidity be an example. All right, so see, this is exactly why the Israelite woman, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you Israelite women, man, this world ain't for you. It ain't for you. Following after all this bullshit, it's not for you. So, you know, it's a damn shame. And she should have, you know, yeah, you know, Nikki thought she could get get her foot in the door to the big boy club, and nah, Issa said, nah, you're not getting in here. So there you go. Now let's continue here to finish this out.
I'll just say at this point, guys, if you guys are anywhere near this whole movement, I'm very curious to see how her colleagues and the people around her are, you know, in support of this situation. I'm very curious to see how the celebrity, you know, we just had the Grammys, and I think the Grammys may be still going on. I don't know, however that goes along, but the Grammys, they made a joke during the whole situation. They was, because Nicki Minaj didn't come to the Grammys, so they was like, oh, where is Nicki Minaj? And then it was at the same time. I can rant about this all day. It's just ridiculous how people have decided to join this whole movement, join this whole right side and the conservative MAGA side of the political scale without truly doing your research. You just don't understand. You're not doing it in logic. You're doing it in emotion and what you think you can actually get out of it. And because it feels good, they make everything feel good. They make everything sound good. But in reality, it's not really what it's all cracked out to be. But like I said, it benefits some people, and other people it does not benefit. For example, if you're a millionaire, you're a billionaire, you make a lot of wealth, you make a lot of money, and you want to make more money, this is the party for you. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. But if you have some sort of soul, some sort of like heart, or some sort of anything inside of you, some kind of empathy or something, it's not the party for you. They don't care about you as a person. Not saying that the Democratic Party cares specifically about you, but MAGA definitely doesn't care about you. It's only what they can get out of you is my point, right? But like I said, I'm not saying that the left is perfect either. The Democratic Party, I'm not saying they're perfect, but this is one of the extremes of the two at this point in time of history. It hasn't always been like that, but right now I think it's been even worse than we've seen in a very long time. But yes, do your research, understand what you get yourself into. And it's just crazy. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below.
All right, so that was pretty much it. You know, again, you know, let Nicki Minaj's stupidity be an example unto you, sincere Aquath, because this woman, she just ruined it for herself. So with that being said, I hope that this lesson was edifying unto the body and to the few sincere believers and listeners. Salakia, I'm tired of these ads. But other than that, I'd like to give all the honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Bayath, the Dabadah, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad. I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom, Barakathum.